thing about this sport is everyone's really, really nice, and they're all very okay with helping out the younger kids coming up, such as myself. So those all, especially Mark and Matthew, have been very nice.
Well, that's what we want. It's changed from last year, where last year we seemed to go down in distances, but this year they're trying to mirror slightly the preparation for the Olympic Games by keeping the same sort of schedule. So we've gone from 1,000, 1,500, and we're down to a sprint. Now, this is something where we don't have as much time to go blah, 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 because in 35 seconds, it's on a bad day, it's all over, isn't it? On 31 and a half seconds on a good day, it's all over. But this is Jess Phillips and Stephen Bird in your picture from Australia. They have dominated their home trials for the last several seasons, and Stephen Bird has also won his K1, Totka and Molnar. They're young, but they certainly know how to, 20 years old, and Molnar in fact is 29 years old, but they certainly know how to moon the boat forward. Totka is obviously a junior world champion. Carlos Gaote and Solder from Spain. Spain have actually didn't really have much performance, didn't put many teams out last year in the World Cups. Last couple of years, in fact, but they have a big performance. They're just over the border. Clearly, we're in Portugal today. They got some good athletes coming through. China also have a big team.
They always have a huge team. But they're all doing pretty well. A lot of them are making A finals, so they're probably pretty happy with it.
Yeah, with the Chinese, you say it's difficult to know how they're going to perform, because they seem to mix and match. We don't have much consistency from year to year, but they obviously have their own priorities, which I guess in the following order, they have the Asian Games, then the Olympic Games, and then the World Cups often made just to look for local selections and see how they can see who's going forward.
Yeah, making the team for them must be very stressful. There seems to be a lot of moving parts. You probably always have to be on top of your game. So.
Again, if you're just tuning in and saying, well, where are the Germans, where are the Russians, and where are the Serbians, who obviously, Grujic and Nebojša, who've had some really good performances in the last year, winning the World Championships. Well, it's not compulsory to go to a World Cup. You can choose, and you're welcome at all the World Cups. But because this year is such a complex formula, it's all changing. But Sebastian Jouvet, well, he's been World Champion twice with Arnaud Ibois, who we're going to see in a few minutes there. At the moment, he's going with Maxime Beaumont. They medalled, they have a couple of medals, I think they medalled third in the Worlds. And so they're mixing around the combinations there in France to see who is the favourite. Miklos Dudos in the back for Hungary, obviously another well-known competitor. The Hungarians, their priority this year is not the European Championships that were 2 weeks ago. They didn't really put a good team out there. Not the World Cup, certainly. It's the internal trials.
Yes, yeah, they always have 16 heats, man. That's crazy.
So, and after that, then they obviously need to go to the Worlds, but they take it for granted they're going to qualify for the Olympics. It's just a case of getting in the team. And Brazil, they have a good team over here. So it's De Silva in the back and Madison. So we're going to see how they can actually perform today. Their star, I suppose, in the Carlos De Silva is
Ezequiel. Yeah, he would have done very well today. He paddles with very high stroke rate. He would have liked this tailwind, but.
He's down for Duisburg. He's coming for Duisburg and not coming for the others, because again, imagine we've got a huge American contingent out here. It's a percentage of the actual the whole representatives, because obviously they're looking to scramble for formations and places to go for the Pan Am Games during July in Toronto. China, as we have a couple of Chinese teams looking to do something. Well, they'll line up, and this is all about. With this tailwind, it's going to be
getting out really fast and then just trying to maintain it. Everyone's going to get to that top speed really quickly. You just got to get out and get there first.
Well, the starter in the last 2 days since we've been here, I think I've only seen one false start. So obviously the athletes are playing the game. The buckets will drop, and it's an automatic starting system, and away you go. So it's designed to be as fair as possible. Look out, here we go. Lane number 7, which is Jouvet and Beaumont, off to a fast start. Lane number 4 is a senior picture, and Jesse Phillips and Bird. But at the moment, it's lane numbers 5 and 7 are really pushing it forward. It's Hungary against France. France in the bottom of your picture with coming 100 meters to go. Look like they're slightly pulling away, but Hungary in the middle are still coming back. 30 meters to go. It looks like Hungary are going to take the victory from lane number 7, which is going to be France. Well, they finally they won it quite.
Yeah, that was that was pretty fast. That was unreal. It's amazing. They've got so much speed. They go flying all the way down to the docks almost until they're done.
Let's see where the official timings are. Let's see what they give us. But there's no one clearly had an advantage from the start.
No, they must have done a strong pickup in the middle somewhere, right around the 100.
As you can see from your picture, it looks like the French and third place
Spanish.
would be looking at probably, yes, so looking the young Spaniards coming through. But no doubt about the winners.
Very impressive race.
Sander Totka, Peter Molnar. As I mentioned a couple of minutes ago, it's no great surprise, I suppose,